mostly because I'm kind of
Episode Gaiden,
wired.
starting now.
Why are you so wired, Beat?
It's because I spent most
By
of
the
the
way,
day.
I put all the people I hate for last as arcade mode, so welcome to Genshin and Emilio.
Ah,
Oh, boy.
fucking Emilio.
Why wouldn't I do that? I mean,
Yeah,
seriously.
really.
Save.
I think that was just to try to drive us away.
You should totally like save the arcade mode segment. Like you should like save that one to YouTube as well. Just like put it as the bonus episode.
Well,
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
already said that
I've
was
got
something
episode
to do.
0. I've got. I'm going to eventually upload that failed one where I did the first episode, and like it wouldn't play in VLC, and it was also kind of messed up. So I did end up uploading it to YouTube, but it turns out it just needed to play in Windows Media Player. So
That is weird
one
as fuck.
actually, works.
But now
so
it's
I might
just a
upload
weird
it at the end.
orphan bonus game.
Yeah.
I like how when something runs into one of Genshin's traps, a giant foot shoots out.
That's actually a separate move.
Huh.
Wait, are you saying the Genshin's Bayonetta? Since like my primary memories of Bayonetta
I really
are
don't
like
want to think about that. You shut your mouth.
maybe she's just like maybe it's just like Bayonetta's dad.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's where Bayonetta comes from.
He's part giraffe?
Yes.
Yes. Well, okay, he fucked a giraffe.
That would explain a lot about Bayonetta.
That explains a lot about Genshin, more accurately.
No, it explains a lot about both, dude.
I love that it does like the Dreamcast way of making people's mouth move, which is to say, just changing the texture right over their right underneath their nose.
That's like early 3D. Here's
Yeah,
how we
there wasn't
animate
much
mouths.
back then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Looked pretty good.
Wow, that was kind of cool. Like,
There were Dreamcast games that modeled characters' faces. They looked horrible. Look at Sonic Adventure.
that's very true.
I wish Sonic Adventure would actually play here on this emulator.
What? You think that would be the
play,
first
but
thing
it's
to try
slow
to
as
get
fucking
compatible?
molasses.
What?
There's
No, that's
PC
just
versions to
wrong.
play.
That is disgusting.
PC version's like $3.
Yeah,
What's up?
but you know,
Hey, Smiler. Mars is doing some arcade mode shit to do some unlocks,
Yeah,
so
it's
like,
kinda
it's unofficial time. So basically, you were just shooting the shit,
As if we weren't during the last.
as if we're doing anything different at all.
But I
Yeah,
love
it's
Sonic Adventure's like horrible mouth movements. Tails! Ah!
Yeah, like it's
Now
honestly,
it's
the only
shoots
thing I
all
remember
of it.
of Sonic Adventure now is Escape from the City.
Oh man, that's Sonic Adventure 2, but I love City Escape so much. My favorite nerd sighting ever was seeing like two nerds in Toys R Us start up the Sonic Adventure 2 frickin' demo just so they could both.
that is pretty amazing.
That's very good.
Also did
Rolling around at
At
the speed of sound.
There they
Got
go.
nowhere to
To
go,
go,
gotta
gotta
follow my
They're not
way.
even doing it right.
Can't stick around,
I
have to
gotta
keep moving on.
on.
I'll have to do the full thing later. That'll be a bonus video. It'll be great. We're both of the remixes that got in Sonic Generations too. That's super great.
Oh yeah, I should go back and play some Sonic Generations. I gotta play with it some more and get it so it doesn't kind
It's
of
worth
stutter.
getting
Like I
to work
got it to where it will
really good,
basically run, but still a little slow and janky.
It's worth
It's
getting
nice.
to work because it's actually really, really good.
It's actually a really, really great game.
Plus, two different remixes of City Escape. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Shit.
Surprise ever higher
come
out
on.
in front of me.
There we go.
Then we will soon be free.
We're all trash.
I'm not
Yeah.
trash. Fuck you.
No.
Wait, yes I
You're
am.
trash.
I forgot.
I live
yeah.
in the garbage. I can't be stopped. Foot.
We could be stopped.
Ooh, plus
No,
face.
not really.
Yeah, I could just right in the trash.
You're never even close enough to me to throw me in the trash.
That is true.
I'll go over there and do it. Right in the trash.
Living in the trash, you know you need to survive. Just bring this back,
In
Sonic.
the dark future, there is only trash.
In the grim darkness of the dark future, there's only a giant dumpster.
Man, I'd really like Dead Rising 3, but it's too grimdark, you know? You can't
you
even
shut
dress
your
up in a
mouth.
Servbot outfit anymore.
You totally-
Is that? I thought that was. Oh yeah, Dead Rising. Wait,
No.
I thought.
I spent the latter half of Dead Rising 3 running around in a luchador outfit, which was pretty great.
Yeah, I just love how
But
in
can you
that
do the
PC
Rachi
trailer,
outfit?
though, they just constantly switch between outfits during the same cutscenes.
Yeah, it's great. There is no... I don't think there's a mariachi outfit, but I don't think I ever looked for one.
It's too bad.
Luchador outfits are great, though, so I mean,
Man,
you know...
what if Raiden had a luchador outfit?
That would be so great.
If Pooh had a what now?
Raiden had a luchador. Because he has
That
the frickin' mariachi outfit.
Yeah, no, I got it. That would be great, actually.
But yeah, I love Dead Rising 3. I should actually get around to recording that LP I threatened to do.
Seriously.
The best
I have-
LPs are the ones you threaten to do.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Well,
The best LPs
threaten
are
in
the
the
ones you
sense-
didn't plan on doing at all and were basically coerced into doing by your own broken mind.
Bad Rats is all you think about anymore.
That may be speaking from personal experience. You don't know.
Yet we
Quit-
still
quit
have so much trouble getting Smiler to play Lords of Shadow.
Yeah, Smiler, why aren't you playing Lords of Shadow?
Smiler, if you just send me some capture equipment, I'd do it.
No, we have to make Smiler do it. It's not the same otherwise.
I'm just not good enough.
Yeah, you aren't. I'm sorry, you're not smiling enough.
Hurts.
I don't think you get hurt.
See, the
by
thing
the
is that you
fires.
don't hate things as much as Smiler does.
I don't think you realize how much I hate Lords of Shadow.
Yeah, but you hate just things in general as much as Smiler.
I don't think anyone does, because Smiler's a hate elemental.
Yeah, that's very
exactly.
true.
Gotta get Smiler to actually, like, just let us record over the audio for RoboCop.
I was
Smiler would
playing
never
with
allow that.
Wait.
stuff to try recording it on
Yeah.
PC, but no, I can't get it to work even in a virtual machine. I don't know.
Awesome.
Really suck. That's really terrible.
I just thought, you know, oh wait, we have to get Beat a plane ticket because he's the only way that you can finish RoboCop levels.
Yeah.
Wait, which one?
RoboCop Xbox, the title.
Oh,
one.
Xbox.
Okay. Yeah.
And Smiler, why aren't you playing Lords of Shadow?
Because it's fucking midnight and I don't do shit anymore.
Well, that's true.
No one
That's
shows
a
up
good
anymore, so it's just me and Petito playing video games, watching Persona anime.
I show up plenty. I show up plenty.
If you
You
contacted me, I'd
disappear,
show up.
Partway through.
Yo,
I
Smiler,
disappear because you guys are playing video games.
Yeah, Smiler, we've been disappearing lately because, I've been disappearing lately because I've been busy as fuck lately. But no, I'm trying to come back. I'll be back. I'll be around more.
Like, I disappear
never
when you guys are like,
contact
I'm
me.
bored, I'm gonna go play some.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start bugging you too. We'll bug you and Kay and it'll be great.
Yeah, we'll get back on, I want to do more Lords of Shadow, like, maybe make set
More
aside
Lords
some
of
time for that
Shadow,
next
more
week.
Bad Rats. We're gonna get this show on the road.
Yeah, I'm hoping to do Bad Rats
Pete,
on
when-
Sunday,
What's
actually.
going on?
What's going on with what now?
Oh, that was your work.
Oh, it's just closed, month-end close.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
like, yeah, he just gets like
That's like what happens
at
the
the beginning
first.
of every month.
That's like what happens in the first few days of a month for accountants. Everything suddenly is shit. But you know, it's not it's already over. Like the huge hump is already past. We're good.
Okay, that's cool.
You hump.
Yeah, I just did training for like
There-
forever.
There are other
Yeah, you're still getting your finger checked out beginning of next week.
Yeah, I'm still doing that.
Good.
But oh yeah, I've got a thing to tell you guys about our trainer.
yeah.
Okay.
So his name was Beavis.
Oh,
The Chinese
Oh
guy.
god, what?
And
Oh god.
it turned out that he'd actually picked that without absolutely no knowledge of.
Oh, that's
you know,
unfortunate.
Yeah, he basically got to Canada and was like, "Oh shit."
Oh man, I've
Look at the
just
first thing he
ruined
said.
my life all at once.
I like
I
how
feel bad.
that's just like a real life example of Ford Prefect though.
Yeah, that's true.
He picked his name like just looking at something and thought it was a real name.
No, it's a real
Well,
name.
no,
He picked it out
Ford,
of the name
for Ford it was
dictionary.
because he thought it was like the frickin' dominant life form, which was the best part of the joke.
Oh yeah.
So,
But Be-
Beavis
or
is
Beavis
an actual
there.
name.
Yeah, it's just not a name anyone uses anymore. Butthead, sadly, was never a real name.
Sadly.
Could be. Do you want it to be?
Okay, Beat, I want you to name your firstborn child Butthead.
All right, I'm down. Whatever.
I'm sure your future wife is
I'm
also
waiting.
down for this.
I'm waiting for like that to happen. Like all the people are like, oh yeah, I remember Beavis and Butthead. Wait, I think that already passed.
I think that time already passed, basically. Remember, they tried to do a Beavis and Butthead revival a couple of years ago?
They did.
They did.
Yeah, there was like a season of it, and then it just died from lack of interest.
No,
Well, I can't blame them.
You sure that wasn't the Ren and Stimpy revival?
No, that actually had a different name. This was just more
Did they
Beavis.
try and revive Daria too?
Hey, Smiler, I'm not sure if you know this, but you're breaking up pretty bad.
Yeah, we could barely hear you, Smiler.
why?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Like your voice was just like it was really bad for a moment there. It sounds fine now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Weird.
Oh,
but,
but
yeah.
Wait, no, there it goes.
Yeah, it's gone.
Wait, what's gone?
Keep
sound-
cutting in
you're
and out.
You're cutting in and out. I don't know why. It's not terrible. Like you're fine now. but
Well,
maybe
it's
you
not
won't be fine.
terrible
Am I
until
back?
like he tries to say something
Yeah.
worthwhile, and it's just bam, gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just turned the call on and off.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That seems
That's
to have
better.
worked.
Gotcha.
I can't see the name Genshin without just thinking of like Henshin Agoko Baby. Because Beautiful Joe was a very important part of my life, so I mean,
And
That
now
makes
it's
sense.
gone forever.
yeah, it makes me sad. Then again, before it died, it spawned Beautiful Joe 2 and Red Hot Rumble, which is kind of unforgivable, so...
And the terrible DS game too.
Yeah, Double Trouble, that's really bad. Really, everything that's not the original Beautiful Joe is really bad.
Pretty much.
I was blocking that shit. Fuck you.
But it did, Beautiful Joe did have the first acknowledgement that, like, Capcom was ashamed of Devil May Cry 2, so that was pretty great.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I just loved, like, the Dante story mode just has a part where, like, Alastair is just saying, like, he's just reading off things that happened in Devil May Cry 2, and Dante's just like, I don't remember any of that! Also, Dante, for some reason, like, everyone else gets casual clothes when they run out of, like, beautiful effects powers. Dante is just in a Speedo for some reason.
That's, to be fair, that sounds like something Dante would do.
Yeah. Dante,
I think that's
like,
Dante's casual clothes right there.
That's probably fair. I mean, like, at the beginning of Devil May Cry 3, he's eating pizza, listening to a jukebox, and not wearing a shirt, so I mean...
I
Yeah, it's
remember that.
great.
Devil May
It is
Cry 3
great.
is so good. But my favorite thing about that is that it also treats Alastair as though it's literally the spirit of Dante's sword, so, like, the rest of its complaint are, like, Dante bonked me over the head with some dude's head, and I'm really angry about that. Beautiful
That
Joe
is-
is amazing.
That is pretty awesome.
Ah, jeez.
Did you ever play much Beautiful Joe, B?
I played the first one to... I think I got to like one of the close to the
You
end
probably
bosses.
got to the boss rush.
Yeah, I got to the boss rush and that was where I gave up.
Yeah, it took me forever, but, like, I just knuckled down and figured out how to fight, frickin' Fire Leo, and actually did manage to finish the game. It's nightmarish, by the way. Just really like Beautiful Joe, guys. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Yeah, but
I mean,
I'm with you.
consider what you're watching right now.
Yeah, but it's also completely irrelevant, which makes me feel a little bad.
Nah, it's cool. I mean, this is very much the shooting the shit part.
Okay.
Relevance is a joke.
Relevance is
lie.
nothing.
Our lives are a joke.
I mean, would you rather talk about the greatest psycher, or would you rather talk
I'd
about...
It's just
talk
not
about
even
the greatest
fucking
psychic if it wasn't Genshin.
Oh, now you can talk about Emilio.
Okay, I'm even less interested in talking about that.
I will
Yeah,
talk
see?
about Emilio.
No, you
Did
won't.
you know that Emilio one time got lost inside of a paper bag?
How did he even fit in there?
No, like what happened was Gudeth put over his head as a practical joke, and
That sounds-
Emilio just like stumbled around for like 3 hours, crying to himself,
Yeah,
wondering,
that sounds like
part.
Emilio.
wondering where everybody had gone.
Here's the fun question. Did this get an arcade release?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow!
I'm just imagining, like, you finding the one remaining Psychic Force 2012 arcade.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, like, you know,
The thing about
a lot of
arcade
fighting
mode
games.
is that,
A lot of fighting games will have arcade modes, even if they didn't actually appear in the arcade.
Yeah, this is on the Dreamcast. Everything was from the arcade because freaking Naomi
Sakura
architecture.
Tyson arcade.
Yep.
It's like having an arcade in your very own home.
That was pretty great.
I like how Sega was addicted to just making new arcade architectures, which is why they had like 50 of them at any given time.
Yeah, Sega was weird.
It's like weird Saturn arcade boards that only got used for like 4 games. There's like the frickin' Xbox arcade board they made. I don't know if that was ever used for anything.
Just in case, keep it
Yeah,
for a rainy day.
Sega. I'm gonna go check if Sega's Chihiro board ever got used for anything. The arcade board based off Xbox. System is booted. The required files are copied from the GD-ROM and the RAM. They just wouldn't give up on the GD-ROM.
They just really wanted to be successful. And
Sega was
Outrun
weird.
2 was a Chihiro game.
to be fair, the GD-ROM nature of the Dreamcast kept me from just renting games and stealing them like I did for the PlayStation.
Then again, eventually people cracked it even harder.
Yeah, they really should have gone with some sort of backup protection, but...
From what I remember reading about it, basically what ended up happening is that usually when you remove the copy protection, it fit on a regular CD again.
That, or they just cut out, you know, stuff that didn't seem important, like music.
Excess sound files, whatever.
Yeah.
Ikaruga Strip was like 23 megabytes inside.
That's not true.
Yep.
Ikaruga is so good.
I think mostly
Ikaruga's
most
amazing.
games just didn't fit the entire GD-ROM anyway. So.
Yeah, because they were mostly like slightly, like they
Like, the
like if it had
advantage
lasted
for the
longer.
GD-ROM was that, not necessarily the space, but that normal commercial CD players couldn't read them.
Yeah, until that one like point where Sony released a GD-ROM burner for some
Oh
reason.
god, they did? I thought
Yeah,
you still had
Japan.
to do crazy shit with hooking your Dreamcast up to
Well,
a
it was a Japan-only thing, but for some reason Sony released a GD-ROM burner because.
Wow.
Yeah,
Sega.
that's just like
Like I think this was
blatantly
at like around the time the Dreamcast was officially discontinued, so they might as well have just been rubbing salt in the wound.
yeah. At that point, you're just being a dick.
So,
Yeah, that was-
you know,
Weird situation.
I hooked my PS4 controller to my PC through a USB cord, and there's no input lag at all.
Wow, nice.
I guess you have a shitty Bluetooth thing.
Yep.
Maybe.
Really good $30 Bluetooth thing. Good thing I ordered one for $10 just now.
Well, hopefully that one works better.
Wait, why does
I
he have
looked-
wings now?
Best Buy does not carry USB Bluetooth dongles anymore. Apparently they're obsolete, and Office Depot and Office Max both carry like some really shitty $30 one, which I found out was just some Chinese knockoff using some other chipset. It's really good.
So Mars, I only realized this. Why does he have pink-purple wings now?
It's just his second player colors.
It's a mood ring. Mood wings.
That would actually be pretty great.
But yeah, this is just second player colors.
Eh. So many colors. The
Yeah.
colors, Duke. The colors.
Most of the second player colors aren't that good, but I keep selecting them anyway because I hit the wrong button.
And because you get, and now the LP is more complete because we've seen the second player colors.
Yeah, this is totally intentional.
Yeah.
Ignore
See,
what I just
see,
said.
you're a secret, you're a secret genius. Great.
Yeah, see, if only I'd had the will
Maybe.
to unlock, like, gold and silver Emilio. But I didn't.
Oh gosh, but we already saw them, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's okay.
Also, Emilio's trash, so whatever. Did I just see the words "what a moment" on the screen?
Maybe.
What a moment.
Wait a moment.
Oh, it was much funnier when I thought it said "what a moment."
What a feeling. Please believe
More than a
it.
What a thrill with darkness and silence in the night. What a
Yeah, I was going Flashdance. See, that's one of the
That's
goodest
all
moves I
going
can't
on.
actually pull off consistently.
So hey, the AI will show
Oh.
us.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks,
okay with the
AI.
AI showing us, Emilio getting whacked over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I figured, yeah.
Yeah, that's worth seeing.
But he didn't
Let's
get
just
whacked
type
enough.
snake eater into Google.
Snake
Snack eater.
Snack eater.
Yes, snake eater.
Okay.
Delicious snacks.
Nah, okay. Crap battle.
I haven't seen like the debris shield before either.
Paramedic. Or why
I
not?
used it a lot, so
Yeah, she actually did use that.
because it's one of the moves I can actually pull off. Anyway, I just flung that out of a cube.
You're not like streaming for real yet, are you?
Yeah, she's streaming for real.
Yeah, I'm streaming for real.
Oh.
It's just, not like a stream she wants like people to care about.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm streaming, but this
Hence why I'm
isn't really
singing over it.
actually important or anything. But
all about
you
unlocking
You'd
watch
still
that
sing
game.
no matter what.
Oh, it's Smiler.
Yeah.
I really like how Barker turned out.
Wait, what?
Because Barker and Warframe,
Oh, yeah.
that's the skill that makes melee weapons faster.
Huh.
So if you pair that up with the soaring copter, it turns out really nice. And it's like a team effect, so you know.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
Wait, Zephyr gets that?
No, Barker.
Oh, Valkyrie?
Yeah, makes melee attacks faster.
Huh.
And since the dual soaring is affected by speed,
Yeah.
it's pretty nice.
A lot of punching going on. It's pretty great.
I
Sometimes
do
later.
enjoy punching.
How do you feel that? What is the comparison here between punches and lasers? How do you feel about this?
Punching's cool. Lasers are also cool, so I'm gonna allow it.
But I think the best choice is a laser that turns into a fist at the end.
That would be
Oh
pretty
wow,
cool.
that would be
That's
pretty great.
Like, think about that one. Like, Emilio keeps wasting his lasers to make frickin' like arrows when he could be making laser fists. Another reason why Emilio is trash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all knew Emilio was trash. The second we saw Emilio's stupid bullshit anime wings, we knew he was trash.
Pretty much.
The thing is, you guys aren't, 15-year-old girls.
How do you know?
Yeah.
Brenta? Well, actually, I don't know Brenta. You could be a 15-year-old girl.
What about me?
No.
Oh.
You're a skeleton, dude. It doesn't matter what you were before.
Oh yeah, that's true. Never mind. Fuck y'all.
Beat only responded in that way because he's contrarian and didn't want to actually prove anything.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit.
Someday you go to the rain. Someday you feed on a tree brown.
I have no fucking idea what you're talking about, dude.
That's part of the Snake Eater theme.
You're terrible, Beat.
That don't give a shit.
Yes, you
So I
do
like
keep
how-
crying inside.
Survive.
PS2 emulation is kind of redundant, since I can run it all on my PS2 anyways. Doesn't matter. Oh well.
Not for us,
But for you,
in my time.
there'll be
There'll
no one else.
This is fucking terrible. Stop it.
Plus, they're trying to deal with the Skype lag, which is only a fraction of a second, but really bad when you're trying to harmonize.
Yeah. That's
No.
why it works when we're, in real life, but not now.
Nope.
Alright, I
can't-
do have to get up early tomorrow so I can do this testing thing, so not testing, tournament thing. So I'm gonna bail tonight.
Alright, see ya, Beat.
See you later. Remember,
I will never give up my willingness to sing during Skype calls, and you can't.
no, I know, Matt.
Good.
Yeah, I think the problem isn't
I
that
wasn't
you're singing, the
questioning
problem
it.
is that I'm also singing.
Yeah, but it's more fun with more people singing, so I don't care.
Alright,
Not fun
Good
at
night.
all.
That's
Good night,
because you're a
Pete.
trash monster.
You're a trash monster. You're the one singing.
Yes, but I'm a happy trash monster, and you're a miserable trash monster.
Nope.
Oh.
Are you actually denying that you're miserable, Smiler?
Congratulations! You are the greatest psychicer. More untrue words were never spoken.
Okay, let's go through arcade mode with the secret characters.
Oh man, Keith. Oh man, he has a last name. Keith Evans.
Yeah. Everyone, pretty much everyone has a last name. It's kind of cool.
Keith Magneto.
My fucking Nito.
Okay, let's see if I can.
I am Keith,
Still pull this
master
shit.
of magnets.
Master of Keith.
Oh, come on.
I think he's master of ice, if we're being
Yeah,
honest.
he's Master of Ice.
But as far as in my heart, he's master of magnet.
Just can't do that automatically.
And he looks super stilted. Maybe it's just how you're playing, but
The problem is I can't remember how to pull off that one, the follow-up to that anymore.
the question
Well, I know
have
how
is,
to do it, I just don't have it automatically on my fingers.
the question I have is where are Psychic Force's fatalities? I feel like Psychic powers lend themselves to fatalities, but I mean, maybe Psychic Force disagrees.
I guess like every time you win, it's a fatality. But
Yeah, but there should be a proper one, or at least you should get to see. Like I'm just staring at this, and I can't tell if that's supposed to be clouds or a mountain. Maybe both.
It's clouds.
I mean, in all of these, if they just like fell through the bottom of the cube, they'd all die. They'd
Yeah,
fall
pretty
into lava, or they'd fall, 1,000 feet to the ground.
And you
Feet,
know,
Fall into a busy
in the story
street.
modes, everyone's like
fall into Death
fucking
Star.
murdering each other constantly. Oh yeah, my
Yeah.
did it.
It's weird
Remember
that, like,
consistently.
for a story that is primarily about murder, there is no murdering animation. Oh well.
I guess there was blowing them
Aimed at
out of
teenage girls.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Wow,
she
it's
just went. Man,
blue
Wendy
glasses.
just went to the moon.
To the moon, Wendy. To the moon.
So goddamn
Out
silly.
Earth,
with the
I
car-
got a new
glasses.
home. I had to do that since Beat was gone.
Whatever. Toot toot.
Goodeth's just not Goodeth. Jax is just sort of looking at you and being like, "Man, he really doesn't know what he's trying to hit at all."
I am the broadside of a barn. Come on.
I still don't get why Jax's like missiles require psychic energy.
Because he's a robot.
Psychic missiles.
It's a way to
Are you
symbolize
arguing-
how he loses his missiles.
Are you arguing that that psychic robots can't be psychics? Because I think Psychic Force proves that's not true.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
there's
one has a nifty thing with his heavy projectile where you can teleport it behind people.
Oh man, neat. Call me Otacon, short for Otaku Convention. You had any choice, you could pick Otacon. You could have been anything.
he wanted to be an entire nerd convention.
Look at my entire
Would you?
convention.
Good.
He couldn't be just one nerd. He had to be a room full of nerds.
That's a perfect explanation of Otacon.
He's the legion of nerds.
I am Leech.
He is.
And then he just talks to you about police knots for a while. Wong's got a pretty good laugh.
Yeah, he's got a great laugh.
What I like about Juan is that it looks like he's doing a crotch thrust every time he powers up.
Maybe he is.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's just like drawing his psychic power into his crotch.
Well, that's why they always come out as swords.
Ah, jeez.
Sometimes a sword is totally a penis.
Also, his name is apparently Richard, so he's Dick Wong.
Yeah, he dick.
Yeah, Dick Wong, you know. The subtlety was not really the point here. Might once
Oh,
again proving
boy.
that, like,
Final Fantasy 13 trilogy might be coming to next-gen consoles.
oh boy, I want to play that again.
What might be coming to next gen
Final Fantasy
consoles?
13 trilogy.
Oh.
Oh boy. Why?
Because
Why?
Otomo Toriyama is kind of obsessed.
Well, actually, they just
Also-
kind of need to make the money back at this point.
Well, yeah, it's also just a case of Lightning Returns sold about 300,000 copies, so like a port to elsewhere is a good idea.
I mean, hasn't
Especially-
even Square...
Huh?
Like, I remember a year ago, like, the executives of Square admitting, like, we really need to stop giving producers carte blanche to do whatever the fuck they want, because it's burying our company.
They
I
do that
don't.
every so often.
Yeah, it doesn't mean a terrible amount.
To be-
Like Square has a new CEO now.
Yeah.
This
The
is
other
the
thing
guy
about
that-
FF13's like later, like much like the concept of an HD collection in this case, like FF13's later installments were basically made entirely out of reused assets. So
Yup.
they pretty much they've had like a fraction of the budget of an actual new product.
Guess
like how
what? All the characters in 13.3 were just from the other games.
Oh, yeah. Well, and
13.3's biggest problem, as far as I'm concerned, is that its engine was not at all designed for what it's being asked to do, so it chugs constantly.
Yeah.
I heard 13.3 was actually kind of fun.
It's
It's
got some
interesting.
neat ideas, but I think it, like, if there was a sequel that fixed them, I'd enjoy it, but it's
Did
kind
you
of jank.
did you like Final Fantasy 13 1 or 2? Do
I
you
never
like
played
Majora's
them.
Mask? It's kind of like both of those together.
I never
It
played
doesn't really
any
play
of those.
It doesn't really play anything like the first two, though.
the only
Yeah,
thing-
but I mean it uses the battle
It uses
system.
a bunch of assets. Even the battle system's not very similar.
The base of it.
What a bitch I can teleport.
Like, it's mostly just like, oh, you can, like, it's more real time, and like, there's no real paradigm system because all of your stuff is just, like, you've got
basically
reassign
God,
a
I
job.
used to do it at long.
You basically make your like 3 different costumes your paradigms,
Yeah, I guess it's just.
and like you just switch between them. Like you don't need party members; you are the party members.
Yeah, like it's just a weird
Who are the
thing.
party members?
I really would like a sequel that would fix it, but I don't think that's ever happening.
At least 15 looks playable.
15 looks quite good, I think. Just
15's
because
gonna be really fucking weird. I don't know if it's gonna be good.
15,
Apparently
like
15 is like more evidence of that don't let producers do whatever they fuck they want thing.
Well,
I don't
yeah, because
really-
it's been in development hell for so long.
it's well, it
15
didn't
was
have
supposed to be a 13 game, so...
Well, 15 started as Versus 13, but Versus 13 wasn't in production between 2006 and 2011.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
bogarted the entirety of its team to try to fix FF13 mainline. And so, like, there's a reason that, like, you hear nothing about it between those 2 points, and then, like, in 2012, Nomura admits, like, yeah, in, like, August of 2011, we finally got a team together. And then by that point, they have to, like, since they swapped the new system, they have to make a new engine, so it taking as long as it has kind of makes sense.
So is it...
Just like Duke Nukem Forever.
Well, no, because Duke Nukem Forever was in continuous development all that time.
Was it?
Yes, it was.
There's
They,
no.
they never froze development.
No,
no
absolutely.
evidence.
It never left development. Like, there is no
They-
evidence that it ever ceased
Like-
production. There are
It
official
got
statements that
completely rebooted at least 5 times.
Yeah.
like, there's no
Complete-
evidence that Duke Nukem Forever ever left production. There's a lot of official evidence that FF versus 13 was out of production for years.
I don't know. I don't trust George Broussard. He probably spent all of the development money on poker tournaments.
Well, I mean, this
But-
isn't coming from Bassard. This is coming from the poor saps who had to keep wiping
Making Duke Nukem
Yeah.
Forever over and over
wiping
again.
their work.
Oh yeah,
because it was
actually now that I remember, I do remember somewhere in like 2006, like a report being done where
Yeah, there
like,
was a good, like, explanation of what everything that had happened, and it was horrible.
like I forget what game came out and is just like it was
They
the,
got, like, Half-Life
pretty
2
new
penis
game.
envy for a while. They had Halo penis envy for a while.
well, it still has.
It was
Halo penis
something.
envy.
It was
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, because it ended up being made by Gearbox, and Gearbox just perpetually makes Halo.
Well, I don't.
It's basically.
I think Gearbox just tied off the loose ends and released it. I don't think they really developed anything significant of it.
Probably not, but it controls a lot like Halo.
Is it what?
Coincidentally, just like all their other games.
Yeah,
But,
I mean,
like, FF15 I'll give the benefit of the doubt because the actual core action gameplay actually looks well designed.
yeah.
And that reminds me a lot of the later Kingdom Hearts games, which actually have quite good action. So, yeah. We'll see.
Can I just say that I'm still amazed that Borderlands 1 controls just like Halo, the driving is just like Halo, the fucking shield charge sound is straight from Halo.
But it plays like Diablo for some reason.
It's just like, thanks, Gearbox.
Whenever I remember that Borderlands exists, I just remember that they just called the third one Borderlands the pre-sequel, and I just remember I hate everything.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's the next Borderlands game is called Borderlands the pre-sequel.
They also announced it.
so is
very
it like
short-
1.5 or what?
Yeah, it's
No,
supposed to be
just-
between the two games.
Why would you do that?
Because they think they're funny.
continuity of the Borderlands series.
The problem is that Borderlands is like written by the kind of nerd that desperately wants to be the funny guy in the room.
Yeah, it really is. Like when they're not being funny, it's kind of interesting.
So wait, what is... I thought Borderlands was some sort of shooter?
It's a
Yeah.
shooter that plays like Diablo.
Okay.
Well,
What?
It's basically a loot
first-person
farming shooter.
Yeah. It drops guns. They're randomly generated guns.
Like, if
So
you're
that
not
means
playing it with another human being, it's possibly the single most boring experience ever conceived by humans.
You know, okay, Borderlands 1 was actually okay solo, but then when they got into the DLCs, it just turned into a grind fest, and Borderlands 2 just...
Well, they were DLCs
Hey,
for a
hey.
Diablo knockoff.
No, the DLC broke the entire game. You didn't have to grind at all after the DLCs.
So there's that too.
But
But,
yeah,
yeah.
those sorts of games don't really do it for me, and I tried playing it with friends, and it was just like, I'm dying.
Borderlands is that randomly generated guns means that you're going to be constantly wanting something because you're going to be getting the worst generated shit constantly.
You'll
Yeah.
get tens of
Kill
things that just have
anything.
effects that are completely
In Borderlands 2,
bad.
just complicated the matters even worse because they're like, oh, you can have so many better guns, and then they also changed the base gun like models up, so like most of the guns were complete shit no matter what. So like they had the repeater pistol. Guess what? The repeater pistol was garbage. You could not get a single goddamn like automatic.
Yeah, I
rifle.
don't think I used a single repeater in
I still think
Borderlands
the
2.
most baffling, like, announced product in the past few years is Tales from the Borderlands, as made by Telltale
Oh
Games.
yeah, what the hell is that about?
That's an adventure game about Borderlands, because that's a compelling mythology,
Because the writing
apparently.
is like the strongest part of Borderlands.
Oh my gosh, like... Claptrap might be the single most intolerable character I've ever seen.
I almost appreciate Claptrap more than any other character in Borderlands, just because they acknowledge that Claptrap's annoying,
Well, they
as
acknowledge
opposed to
that
every other character
Claptrap's
where they
annoying.
don't acknowledge it.
Well, they acknowledge that Claptrap's annoying, but he still never shuts up.
Well, yeah, because
So it's like, it's not... It's just irritating.
he
'Cause,
embodies
like,
the whole. Like they know these jokes are not funny, and they keep telling them, and
Yeah,
you
but I would
realize
still-
like,
but
oh,
I'd
that's not
much
just
rather-
Claptrap.
Yeah, the thing is that I would much rather that they just got rid of everything that involved telling jokes because they're bad at it, rather than having a character that's focused around it and bad at it. Like, the new joke is too clever by half. It doesn't go far enough in being stupid to be funny again. Well, that was a lot of...
I still
Thor.
love how they announced that they were going to take a break from the Borderlands series, and then like mere
Oh,
weeks
but everyone else will be making Borderlands games
Yeah.
instead. My favorite thing is that if you play Tales from the Borderlands, you get free loot guns for Borderlands the pre-sequel.
Yeah, but if you sneeze, you get like free purple guns.
Yeah, but you'll get special guns.
Oh, they're like more purple.
Yeah, super.
Yeah, you can open the loot chest that you get keys for from God knows what, and then you can get some garbage.
Yeah.
Here's literal trash. You're really getting wrecked by Keith, by the way.
Yeah, I got my face fucking wrecked.
Nobody could have stopped against Magneto. Welcome to
Also, Borderlands
Well,
is a good
die.
example of
Welcome to die.
Come
Like-
X-Chicken.
Diablo, like, loot clones, loot treadmills that
Desperately wants to believe you
don't
top.
work. Because, hey, you know what most Diablo likes have? Skills. Guess what you don't have in Borderlands? Skills.
You have a skill.
A skill.
You get the one
For
skill your
most
class
characters,
gets.
that's garbage.
I
like,
might have enjoyed Borderlands 2 just because I was playing as the short guy who goes berserk, and that's actually a fun skill to have.
What, the,
they give him a weird name like Gunzerker.
Yeah, the Gunzerker. I forget what his actual name is.
It was
It's
a
like
horrible word that they made up for that.
Yeah.
It's better than Necromancer and all the other classes.
Necromancer is an actual thing.
No,
Necromancer?
Macromancer.
What?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
kills zombie robots. Only it's not a zombie robot
That-
at all. It's
That
just
is
a
the
robot.
essence of internet right there, guys. Zombie robots.
Yeah, like on one hand robots, on the other hand zombies. Why the fuck would
Like,
I want?
Yeah, like
zombies in my
they've
robots?
they've ruined one thing. So, but
I'm
yeah,
sure they ruined
like,
robots.
I'm just imagining the other possible meaning of the phrase Macromancer.
Borderlands 1 was weird
Necromancer.
because you had Brick, who could explosive punch everything, but that kind of dropped off near the end of the game. So
Nearly everyone's special skill drops off in some fashion by the end of Borderlands.
Roland was super important because even though his turret was kind of useless, he got the like mod
healing
skills
bolts.
that gave you
Yeah,
infinite
the
ammo.
turret that somehow
power.
heals you and regenerates your ammo.
Yeah, but the turret comes out like once every 5 minutes.
Mordecai's
That's
saving
why.
grace was that there was that one bug where if you look down and use the bird, you could just summon millions of birds.
Even without
you
the
could do
bug,
like,
the bird was
Zelda
completely
Cuckoo.
broken.
Just make a bird
Yeah.
star.
And
Oh,
then
like Bird
Siren was completely garbage unless you're playing with like Doom, Niku, and Constantine, where we just constantly left each other without a car. And Niku was playing Siren, so he didn't have to care about cars.
Yeah, he just ran towards the
Yep. That was the only reason I probably enjoyed that game, honestly.
the cars.
Just the constant dickery.
That's the only reason
we
you
had
enjoy
to
any game, Smiler.
we had to make a rule. We had to make an agreement. Don't hit each other with the cars when we're down because
It'll
you
make
could
it
move
impossible.
their
yeah, that'll
bodies,
kill you.
but you couldn't fucking. No, you can't kill each other with the cars. But if you're down, you can drag people around with the car. But their revive point, like their actual location in the game, does not follow them. So
So
they,
it's hard to tell how to
you have to revive them in this invisible point. We did everything else though, include like drive each other off the fucking cliffs. Like just
Okay.
drive one person
Things
off
to
the
do for
cliff
next
and
week.
jump
Oh, wow,
off.
you won.
This is Wong, because apparently I'm awful now.
That death with stabbing a dude in the back, that seemed pretty harsh.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You're fucking
That's what happens
psychic
when you
people.
fight Dick Wong.
Party. Dick Wong shoved his sword in Setsuni's back.
Yeah, it happened.
Right.
He attacked from the rear.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
From behind?
Metal Rear.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
I'd like to hear David Hayter say Metal Rear.
Well, he doesn't have a job right now. You can probably get him to say it.
I'd do it. Next time he's at a convention. Metal Rear.
Call
He says
him.
just about anything else people ask. So
You should hire him to say fun things on the internet, like Dada did. I mean, it probably makes more money than David Hayter at this point.
well said.
John St. John, yeah.
Maybe David Hayter's working on another X-Men screenplay.
Maybe he's just narrating like Windows menus.
He does take other voice acting jobs
Oh,
now.
that's that one. And
David Hayter or John St. John?
David Hayter.
That,
Sega needs John St. John back for the big cat reboot.
I'm just looking forward to the frickin' apparently Kiefer Sutherland's just doing video game voice acting work because he's talking about being in Mortal Kombat 10 a few months ago.
Oh
Huh.
god.
He must need some money.
God, he sounds so Ron in Ground Zeroes. It's just Ron every time he opens his mouth.
Sounds fine. He's not hater, but he sounds fine.
I know, but
Never be hater, it'll never be the same.
It can be. It's acceptable at least.
I can't get used to it. Like, I gave it every chance. I was like, okay, fine, I'll just get used to it. I can't.
To be fair, he doesn't actually have a lot of line in Ground Zero.
Well, there's that too.
Yeah.
So
So,
I think,
like, every time Snake does talk, you're like, oh, that's right, he's capable.
I think it'll probably be a little less noticeable in Phantom Pain.
Also, Phantom
Because
Pain
you'll at
now
least
has
be
a
able to
box.
Yeah, well, I always figured it would have a box.
Yeah, but it wasn't confirmed, and therefore, you know, there's a possibility Kojima was
You were
just
still afraid.
And remember
That's pretty
how
great,
many people say that Metal Gear Solid 4 is too serious?
Metal Gear Solid 4's problem isn't that it's too serious, it's that, like, a lot of the humor is just dumb. And not in a fun
And
way, it's
cheese.
just sort of, wow, that was kind of dumb.
Also,
Almost
apparently
like-
it doesn't really play well on PS3 Slims.
Well, like, it breaks, is the problem.
That's a problem, because
Like,
that's what I have.
you're rocking an Ultra Slim, so that might not actually end up being a problem. There's actually two different kinds of PS3 Slims.
I guess I should probably, you know, actually try it at some point.
What doesn't play on a Slim?
PS3 Slims sometimes have bugs when attempting to run MGS4.
Oh, that's weird, because I played
Like-
it on a Slim.
Yeah, it's not consistent in any fashion.
Oh.
But
Or maybe
yeah.
I just didn't notice the bugs.
Well, it causes crashes, is the problem.
Yeah, that sounds like something Brenthead might actually use.
Maybe.
And, like, MGS4
I know, I am a
always...
software tester.
MGS4 is the kind of, it's a game that, like, I'll never be able to get past the fact that, like, I got a PS3 for it and it was like, oh...
Why did I do that?
Everyone watch Keith pose like a moron.
Oh, yeah, that's what Keith does.
Yeah,
Welcome
yeah.
to die!
I love how he does, like, the, like, standing up straight, arms folded thing, even though he's not standing on anything, regardless of what his gravitational orientation is.
MGS4 plays pretty nicely. It's just
For the
a shame we didn't get a full
3 hours of
for it.
gameplay it has.
Well,
It's
I
just-
mean,
Well,
There's
Ground
just not enough
Zeroes,
to the gameplay.
like Ground Zeroes is probably gonna, or not Ground Zeroes, Phantom Pain's probably gonna be really cool, but it's just a shame we didn't get a full MGS4.
Yeah, like, MGS4
Well, it's a
with,
shame we
like...
didn't get a full MGS2 either.
Yeah.
we got
Probably sadder about that, to be honest.
Series seems to really blossom in its odd-numbered installments.
Yeah.
Mostly because they don't come out, like, near launch.
Well, the thing is that the odd-numbered installments tend to be after people got really disappointed with an even-numbered installment.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Peace Walker was after 4, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't
And
numbered.
Oops.
Poops was right
Oh yeah,
before.
Oops. So bad. That's why,
I'm just
like,
trying to figure out how this works.
I just love the timelines refuse to acknowledge poops now.
Yeah.
Well, they refuse to talk about poops. Like, they'll
Yeah,
they'll
like
still...
they didn't make an HD version of it. They don't.
Yeah.
The timelines don't bring it up if they can help it,
They'll say, like, something happened, but they won't say what.
and they don't count the Metal Gears in poops as Metal
Oh.
Gears.
I guess there were years.
Was that
They
where
don't-
RXRA came from or something?
Yeah, Metal Gear. It's called Metal Gear Russia, and yes, that's from poops.
Russia!
Metal Gear Russia is garbage, and so is ICB Metal Gear. Intercontinental Ballistic Metal Gear.
Wait, do they just throw Metal
do they-
Gears at the targets? That's awesome!
No,
They
they
just-
don't. It's just a Metal Gear capable of firing intercontinental ballistic missiles.
That's the entire point of a Metal Gear!
Yeah, all of
Yeah,
them.
I know. It's
Well,
dumb.
except for
It's terrible.
Okay, except for Excelsis.
And,
Well, yeah, but Excel.
and everything but Rex, actually.
Excelsis isn't even a Metal Gear.
Metal Gear D.
It said it was Metal Gear.
I don't think Metal Gear D was in it. Was it
Can I
even?
tell you, you're really fucking quiet?
Oh, sorry.
But yeah,
I
I
might
think
just
Metal
be
Gear-
quiet.
Yeah, I think Metal Gear D had some sort of nuclear capability because that was the whole plot of MG2.
Metal Gear Mark II did not.
That-
Don't
I like
worry, after the Outer Heaven incident, they don't make
When all the
Metal
nukes
Gear
were
things.
gone.
Yeah.
See, Big Boss took all the nukes when he founded Zanzibar Land, and then they all just kind of disappeared and no one cared.
No, everyone just took theirs back. They were just like, oh, these are ours. These are yours.
There are no
They
more
were all-
nukes. Now have your fucking Neo Kobe pizza.
Oh man, I could go for some Neo Kobe pizza.
I would
Uh.
eat Wait, what's on Neo Kobe pizza?
It's just you dunk a piece of pizza in the soup.
Oh man,
That's all it is.
I'd do it.
Yeah.
Wait, is that canon?
Fanboy, would you do
Yeah,
it?
well,
Would you do it because it was
they
in a Kojima
they never
game,
really
or
explain
because
it,
you actually
but
thought that
that's
sounded like a good
basically
idea?
what it is.
It's
Is it
because
like
it's a
a
snatcher.
specific soup or just a soup?
They
I mean,
they
let's
never
be-
specify it, but that's basically
I'm
what it
going-
is.
I'm just going to assume it's pepperoni pizza and miso soup.
Probably.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds
That,
sufficiently terrible.
I want it.
Man, I remember like.
I remember
like,
someone
January, I was
did
looking
that
at prices
like
on Snatcher.
in like
The saddest thing.
yeah.
It's like, oh, that game's $250 at the cheapest.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Just pirate it, or maybe watch an LP of it because it's not exactly a fun game to play. It's just a really
I
cool
like how
game.
the first. I like how the first like 5 releases of it don't have a proper ending.
Yeah. Well, that's Kojima for you.
This is what happens when you play Snatcher on your FM Towns Marty.
Yeah, from Town Smarty.
I just love that
It's
name.
probably
It's like
my
computer, it's
favorite.
pretty.
I think it's my favorite thing aside from Pony Canyon.
Also, SD Snatcher had a proper ending. I think that was. The
Yeah,
first
it
one
had a
proper-
fuck. Yeah, it is actually, and it also had random in a panda suit.
Yeah, basically SD Snatcher's kind of beautiful.
It's also garbage. Like, oh my god, it's really bad.
Yeah, but it's beautiful for existing.
There's that one
Told me
time that a
that,
snatcher posed
Yoda-
as a human, and then, like, Gillian got kicked off of the Junker Force because he killed a human, but then he went to church, and he found out that, no, it was a fake human.
They're all fake humans.
Yeah!
The plot twist is every
And then,
80s movie
like,
ever.
you know how, like, it always ended with, what's her face
I think my
getting
favorite
kidnapped?
part of
I actually
Kojima
haven't
and
played all
80s
of
movies
them.
was when we watched Running Man and it literally had the Fury.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good.
That was
Yeah.
great.
I'm pretty sure we inserted a lot of the Fury into that guy, but it was pretty close.
That guy was the Fury, come on.
My favorite thing is that like the concept of an exceptionally angry cosmonaut is like not unique to MGS3 in the realm of video games because
There,
Suda51
There probably
proceeded to rip
are-
it off with No More Heroes 2.
there probably just are a lot of really angry cosmonauts out there. They're
Like-
closer
like
to
No More
Russia than
Heroes
they are
2.
to America.
No More Heroes 2, one of its best bosses is like this like confused and angry cosmonaut that's convinced he's still in space. And he's just flying around in his frickin' jetpack trying to kill you.
Why
I
would
love
he
No
try to
More
kill
Heroes.
people in space?
Because he thinks you're aliens. He thinks you're hostile aliens that need to be killed. No More Heroes 2 is amazing, and I love No More Heroes.
Isn't that like only for GameCube though?
No, it's Wii.
Oh well, fuck that. That
You had to shake the controller.
had to be this way.
So good, though. I love No
I
More
don't
Heroes.
care, it's not on
You
something
should
I
buy-
own.
You should buy
I'm
a
not
Wii
saying
for,
you need
like,
to buy it, I'm
20
just saying
bucks.
it's really good.
Buy a Wii, like trade some kid a pack of gum for their Wii, and then play it.
No More Heroes is like the
You
one
can play
time.
the like good games on the Wii.
No More Heroes is like the time where like Suda51 produced something that both had a story that didn't feel like it had been weirdly compromised at some point in its development, and actually had decent gameplay.
Really compromised by.
So basically,
directed by
his magnum
Super
opus, you will never actually make a game ever again.
Yeah, like I always felt really bad because like Shadows of the Damned is the most obvious one because like when it first got announced, it's like, oh, it's gonna be about carrying a torch around hell, and it's gonna be really, really Kafka. And then it comes out and it's like, oh, this is just Resident Evil 4 with like a lot of dick jokes.
Is that really such a bad thing?
No, but at the same time, like the original idea sounded really interesting.
51 is just, I don't know, either doing a lot of blow or watching a lot of
Oh,
wrestling.
come on.
Well, No More Heroes was kind of like
If I had
Grand
time
Theft
like that,
Auto
that
with
would've
a lot of
worked.
dick jokes. So
Well, not really.
Well,
It has other things going
I
on.
mean, you had to basically masturbate with the Wii controller, so yeah.
Yes, but that was in
That's what
service
you
of
do
the fact.
anyway.
Let's be
Also,
honest
that was in
here.
service of the fact that frickin' Travis is a sad man, which is why when you're playing as Shinobu, she has to give her sword a hand job. It's like my
That's
favorite
why.
thing. She just adopts Moe as the battle cry, and then while saving, it's just like, what does Moe mean?
Suda 51, he's a classy guy.
Suda 51's a very classy guy, very classy gen.
Too bad he doesn't exist anymore. He probably never existed.
Suda 51's true magnum opus was when he made like a totally normal wrestling game that ends with your wrestler committing suicide.
Yeah.
Which one is
What?
that?
Fire Pro like 93 special, the end of the story mode, your wrestler realizes that he has been using wrestling to escape his depression and shooting himself in the head.
I mean, he could have just kept using wrestling to escape his depression, but...
Nope, too bad. I'm the champion now. I just
He's
realized that
old.
there's nothing in wrestling.
Oh,
for me.
he became the champion, I guess.
Yeah, you
He became the Undertaker.
You
The
finished-
WWE has forsaken
Awful.
me. Now there is
Well,
no more
no,
hope.
No, it was the
wrestling.
only way he could get out of being owned by Vince McMahon.
No,
Fire
you don't
Pro.
escape
Owned by
it.
Vince McMahon.
He ends up stuffing you, and you end up in his museum. Did
be
you
fair,
watch
it-
Scooby-Doo?
To be fair, this is Japan in 1993, so he would have been owned by Antonio Inoki or Giant Baba's widow. Antonio Inoki's an insane human being, by the way.
Yeah.
More or less.
Put on a
I
wrestling
have that
show.
bump.
Antonio Inoki put on a wrestling show for 200,000 highly confused and terrified North Koreans.
Really?
Yeah, Antonio Inoki's kind of a bad person.
I have that video
Like-
of him slapping everyone.
Oh, is that who's slapping him?
Like it's you know, he's one of the celebrities that's like, yeah, you know,
Fucking Wendy.
the frickin'
No, you ain't.
North Korean government, they're fine, whatever. Like, you know, think Dennis Rodman.
Oh man, I
I
can't
think
wait
Dennis
for
Rodman was at that wrestling show.
Dennis Rodman with even more bitch slaps.
No, Dennis
actually...
Wait,
Dennis
when
Rodman
was
in-
this?
Yeah, no,
really-
Roman was in WCW, but it wasn't.
Yeah, he was. It's really hilariously awful. Because he's in there in a tag match with Hulk Hogan, and he's in the ring for like 3 minutes. Then he leaves the ring and promptly proceeds to lay his head against the turnbuckle and fall asleep. Like, he could not have made it more clear that he gave no
Yeah, she
fuck
loves
about what's going on.
Just cause you're going on with your...
Say what?
Never mind.
Oh my god, Mars, you gotta leave your past behind.
Got to leave it all behind.
Okay.
Oh wow, I fucked that one up.
Rip.
I deserved that.
This is what nature's playing.
Nature plan for Mars to use
Like
up
your
his
eyes
eye for
are-
about
Yeah,
an hour.
plan for
The
Keith to
best
win.
Metal Gear game. Sorry. We're never gonna stop talking about Metal Gear Rising. The Metal Gear of Metal Gear games.
Most Metal Gear game.
It took forever to actually beat on Revenge, so I think that might have killed me.
Yeah, I didn't even attempt for vengeance.
Don't. Like, just don't.
That was
The fun part, though, is that Armstrong's significantly easier on Revengeance than he is on Very Hard.
Huh.
I just
because
keep
for
doing
some
worse
reason all
against
of-
her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is pretty bad.
Ray's probably hardest boss on the game and stuff.
I wouldn't say he's... yeah, it's probably Ray, just because you don't get any of your upgrades, so you can...
Well, he's already the hardest boss on Very Hard,
Yeah,
which is why you get the tuxedo for beating him and not like the rest of
I love... Like, I wore a different costume every time, and it was just better and better.
No, actually, like, Armstrong is harder on Very Hard than he's on Revengeance.
Yeah, because for some reason, all of the quick time events associated with Armstrong get tagged with the same, like, damage modifier that parry guarding in Revengeance gets.
Eh?
So like, when you... In Revengeance,
Oh,
when
so
you parry
you
counter...
heard him. Okay.
Yeah,
You're
like,
harding a ton.
when you do, like, a punch, it takes off, like, 20% of his HP in a cutscene.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes, like, in most modes, though. Like, you just end up doing
Not
most
to
of
the
the damage to
same
that guy.
extent. Like
Yeah, I
extent that
imagine it gets...
to the extent that I took off like 170% of its HP in like one quick time event.
Oh, you actually do more damage from
Yeah.
doing this.
Yeah, you do
Yeah,
like
like when
do
he means
10
by
bits
each
of
punch,
damage.
he means each punch in like doing the quick time.
Yeah, like when
Punch
you're
him
doing the
several
quick time
times.
events that cause Raiden to just go to town on him.
Oh.
And
And
actually,
finally.
kill
Melt
him
some
during the-
Congratulations, you winner.
Yeah,
I
like
would
in
have
Revengeance mode, the parry counter bonus is like something ridiculous. Like it goes up for each difficulty level, but the gap between very hard and Revengeance
Yeah,
is
like the thing is
ludicrous.
that, yeah, basically, you trade like the ability to take 3 or 4 hits in very hard to be able to kill anything you can parry counter in one hit.
Okay.
The problem, of course, is that in very hard you spend half your time
Stream
fighting
is
things
over.
that dodge after everything.
Yeah, we were still straight.